Today, we are stepping into a subject that has fascinated poets, philosophers, psychologists, and dreamers for centuries: the art of seduction. Now, when people hear the word seduction, they often misunderstand it. They imagine manipulation, cheap tricks, or superficial games. But I want to make something absolutely clear from the very beginning. Real seduction is not about tricking a woman. It is about unlocking the most powerful, authentic version of yourself and allowing her to feel drawn to you naturally, irresistibly, and deeply. Seduction psychology is not built on lies. It is built on confidence, emotional intelligence, authenticity, and connection. Women are not impressed by shallow gestures. They are impressed by the man who knows who he is, who respects her mind and soul, and who carries himself with magnetic presence. Think about history. Men like Alexander the Great, Leonardo da Vinci, James Bond, bit iconic. They weren't attractive because of just their looks. They were attractive because they carried a certain aura. They had confidence, purpose, leadership, and mystery. And here's the truth. Every single man in this room can develop that aura. Attraction is not an accident. It's a science. It's psychology. And today, we are going to unlock the 5 most powerful secrets of seduction psychology that will help you become the kind of man women feel magnetized toward. But remember, this is not about playing games. This is about becoming the best version of yourself so that women naturally feel pulled into your orbit. So let's dive into the first attraction secret, the foundation of all seduction. The very first secret of seduction is the one you've heard before, but maybe never truly understood: confidence. Now, let's make something clear. Confidence is not arrogance. Arrogance is insecurity disguised as loudness. Confidence, on the other hand, is calm. It's quiet strength. It is the ability to walk into a room and not need to announce yourself because your energy already speaks louder than words. Why is confidence so attractive to women? Because from an evolutionary psychology standpoint, confidence signals security, leadership, and survival value. A woman's subconscious asks, if I align with this man, will he make me feel safe? Will he guide with strength, or will he crumble under pressure? Confidence answers that question. Confidence is shown in 3 ways. Your body language: shoulders back, steady eye contact, relaxed but strong posture. Your voice: slow, calm, deliberate, not rushed, not nervous. Your mindset: belief in your own worth, even when others doubt you. Let me tell you something powerful. Confidence is not built by waiting. It is built by doing. You don't suddenly become confident when you get the girl. You become confident by showing up in life, by facing challenges, by building competence. The more you achieve, the more your brain learns. Yes, I can. I'm capable. I deserve respect. Think of seduction as energy. A woman feels your energy before you even open your mouth. If you walk toward her doubting yourself, she feels it. If you approach her with self-belief, she feels that too. Confidence is not about being perfect. In fact, perfection is intimidating. Confidence is about being comfortable in your imperfection. A man who laughs at his own mistakes, who doesn't panic when things go wrong, who stays calm under pressure, that is the man who seduces effortlessly. Here's the motivational truth. Every single man can build unshakable confidence. How? By keeping promises to himself. When you say, I will go to the gym, and you go, you build confidence. When you say, I will face this fear, and you face it, you build confidence. Seduction begins with integrity toward yourself. So, the first attraction secret is this. If you want to seduce a woman, first seduce your own mind. Believe in yourself so deeply that your presence radiates strength. If confidence is the foundation of seduction, then emotional intelligence is the bridge that connects you to a woman's heart and mind. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a man who isn't the best looking, doesn't have the most money, doesn't even drive the flashiest car, but somehow women are deeply drawn to him? Why? Wait. Because he makes them feel. Attraction is not about what you look like. It's about how you make her feel when she is around you. This is where emotional intelligence, EQ comes in. Emotional intelligence means understanding emotions, yours and hers, and responding with sensitivity and awareness. Women are naturally more in tune with emotions than men, so when a man demonstrates high emotional intelligence, it feels rare. It feels magnetic. It feels like, wow, he understands me in a way others don't. How to practice emotional intelligence. Be present. When she speaks, listen with your full attention. Not half on your phone, not distracted. Look into her eyes. Nod with understanding. Presence is rare in today's distracted world, and it is deeply seductive. Read the room. Pay attention to her body language. Is she comfortable? Is she excited? Is she nervous? A man who notices these subtle shifts is a man she feels safe with. Respond, don't react. Instead of jumping to defend yourself or trying to impress, respond calmly. If she shares a struggle, don't immediately try to fix it. Sometimes the most seductive thing you can say is, "I hear you. That must feel tough. Tell me more." The secret weapon. Most men listen to reply. Seductive men listen to understand. When you listen deeply, you show her that her thoughts, feelings, and experiences matter. And here's the truth. The fastest way to a woman's heart is through genuine understanding. Think about it. A woman may hear compliments every day. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're hot. But when a man listens and says, "I love the way your eyes light up," when you talk about something you're passionate about, that lands differently. That goes beyond surface attraction. It touches her soul. Deep listening also builds trust. Trust is the oxygen of seduction. Without it, nothing lasts. When a woman feels you truly hear her, she relaxes. And when she relaxes, attraction flows naturally. The psychological power. Psychologists tell us that being listened to triggers the same brain pathways as being loved. That's why when a man listens deeply, a woman often says, "I feel so connected to you." It's not magic. It's psychology. So, here's the motivational challenge for you. The next time you're with a woman, don't try to be the loudest voice in the room. Don't try to dominate with stories or flex with achievements. Instead, lean in. Ask thoughtful questions. Listen with curiosity. And then watch how her energy shifts toward you. Because here's the truth. Confidence attracts her attention, but emotional intelligence captures her heart. Now let's move to the third secret. One of the most underestimated aspects of seduction: mystery. Human beings are wired to be fascinated by the unknown. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates desire. Desire pulls people closer. If you reveal everything about yourself immediately, there is nothing left to discover. Seduction is a dance, and in that dance, mystery is the rhythm that keeps her interested. Why mystery works? Psychologically, our brains are addicted to solving puzzles. We love the unknown. We chase after the things we don't fully understand. This is why movies with suspense keep us glued to the screen. It's why books with cliffhangers keep us turning the pages. Now, apply this to attraction. If you are predictable, if you lay out your entire life story in one conversation, if you are available 24/7 with no boundaries, you become too easy to figure out, too predictable. And predictability kills attraction. Mystery, on the other hand, makes her think, "There's something about him I don't fully understand yet, and I want to." That thought keeps you on her mind long after you've left. How to create mystery without playing games. Be selective in what you share. Don't rush to tell her every detail about your life. Let your story unfold naturally over time. Have a life beyond her. Be busy with passions, goals, and hobbies. When she sees that you have a rich, full life, she feels intrigued. Use silence powerfully. You don't need to fill every moment with words. A man comfortable in silence radiates strength. Real-life example. Imagine two men texting a woman. Man replies instantly to every message, explains his whole schedule, and gives predictable answers. Man B sometimes replies quickly, sometimes later. His answers are thoughtful but not overly detailed. He leaves a little room for her to wonder, who is she more likely to think about at night? Man B, not because he's playing games, but because his presence feels intriguing. Mystery creates desire. Women don't want to know everything about you in one day. They want the experience of discovering you. That discovery process is the fuel of seduction. So remember this, mystery is not about lying. It's about timing. It's about allowing her to uncover you piece by piece, like a beautiful story unfolding. If confidence is the foundation, emotional intelligence is the connection, and mystery is the spark, then masculine energy and leadership is the force that sustains attraction. Let's clarify something first. Masculinity does not mean being aggressive, controlling, or overpowering. True masculine energy is about direction, strength, purpose, and protection. It is about being a man who knows where he's going and invites a woman to join him on the journey. Why leadership attracts women? From an evolutionary psychology standpoint, women are naturally drawn to leaders. Why? Because leaders symbolize security, survival, and vision. A leader is someone who makes decisions, who doesn't collapse under pressure, who knows how to guide others towards safety and success. In relationships, this doesn't mean you boss her around. It means you take initiative. You plan dates. You decide directions. You take responsibility for your life. Women feel a sense of comfort when they know a man has the ability to lead. Masculine energy in action. Clarity of purpose. A man with no direction in life is rarely attracted. A man who knows his purpose, whether it's building a career, pursuing a mission, or creating impact, becomes magnetic. Purpose is sexy. Decisiveness, instead of saying, I don't know, what do you want to do? You say, let's go here, I think you'll love it. This shows leadership and confidence. Calm under pressure. Life brings storms. A masculine man doesn't panic. He steadies the ship. When a woman sees that you can handle chaos with calmness, her trust in you deepens. The psychological edge. Studies show that women are attracted to men who display dominance without aggression. Dominance here means presence, direction, and assurance, not bullying. The most seductive leaders are those who combine strength with empathy. Think of great leaders like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., or modern visionaries like Elon Musk. They are admired not just for power, but for vision, clarity, and courage. That same energy, when brought into relationships, becomes irresistible. Motivational reminder. Men, listen closely. Your masculine energy is a gift to the world. When you step into your leadership role, not just with women, but in life, you attract naturally. Women are drawn to men who are driven, who move with purpose, who stand tall in their convictions. So if you want to seduce a woman, stop asking, how can I impress her? Because once you do, she won't be able to resist the pull of your energy.